Welcome to Behind Two Wheels, everyone. Today we have Miss Etta Johnson helping us bust the myth of what America thinks about motorcyclists. Miss Etta, I want to thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me.
Miss Etta, is your riding name is Solo, right?
That's correct.
Tell me where that came from.
I started riding motorcycles approximately about 11 years ago, and I was out there pretty much by myself. I didn't know anyone that rode motorcycles at the time. I got out there, so I named myself Solo.
All right, fantastic. Tell us about you. Tell us about you, where you grew up, your family, whatever you want to share with our audience.
I grew up in Flagstaff, Arizona. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, uprooted my family approximately 25 years ago.
Okay.
Uh, I have 4 sons, 9 grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
I've been divorced now for approximately 12 years after being married for approximately 15 years. And life just totally, changed since getting a divorce and moving to Atlanta and starting all over again.
Okay. Okay. I understand that. Turn your iPad a little. That light behind you is shining on us quite bright. Okay. So tell us what you do. What's your career, Miss Etta?
I've been with AT&T Wireless now for about 19 years. I'm a performance engineer. I'm not an engineer by trade. Everything is pretty much hands-on. On the job training. I've been in my position now since 2001.
Oh,
I started with the
fantastic.
company in 1996.
Okay. Fantastic. One of the things we like to get to know about our motorcyclists, or let America know. Tell me about what your religious beliefs are.
I I grew up in church,
Hmm.
and I do believe that God is Almighty, and He is definitely my Savior.
Okay. Do you have any particular things you practice? Do you belong to a particular religious organization on a regular basis?
I'm a member of Antioch Lithonia Baptist Church under
Okay.
Pastor Ward, and I am Baptist. Been Baptist all my life.
Okay, Miss Etta. Tell me how you fell in love with motorcycles. What brought that about?
Well, during the time that I was married, I asked my ex-husband to, let's take a motorcycle ride. And I thought it'd be something great for the both of us to get out and enjoy together, get
Mhm.
away on the weekend. And he told me he didn't want to ride no damn motorcycle. So I took my dreams to the side. At the time I was married. And so once I got a divorce, it was just, I saw so many people out there on motorcycle, and it seemed like it was just something fun, something that I wanted to try. So my thought pattern was to take a motorcycle class,
Mhm.
buy me a brand new Harley, and if I like it, I continue to do it. If I don't, at least I've scratched that itch. I can sell the bike. It's not like I've lost a lot of money.
Right, right.
I took a motorcycle class in 2004, bought my first bike. 2 months later, fell in love with it, and I've been out here, like I said, for about 11 years, and I've put over 100,000 miles on a motorcycle. I've been from Alaska to Key West,
Wow.
and it's just been great. 21 days on the road,
Oh, wow.
8,967 miles later, I made it
Ooh.
home.
Well,
I met
fantastic.
a lot of wonderful people out here in the motorcycle arena, a lot of professional people.
Yes,
I
and that,
love
that's
it.
that's
It's
that's
great.
amazing that you say that, because that's kind of what we want our what we call cagers to see. What was your first bike?
My first bike was a Sportster Custom
Okay,
1200.
so you've been
And
a
then I
Harley
rode,
girl the whole time.
yes, I started out on a Harley. That's what I wanted. That's what I purchased my first bike. And after 16 months, 16,000 miles, I rode it to North Carolina,
Excuse me.
Rockingham for the roundup in 2005. And coming back, I knew I wanted something bigger, so I traded that one in and bought a Road King and kept the Road King for about 6 years. Put over 70,000 miles on the Road King, and then I traded up to the CBO Street Glide that I currently ride right now.
Fantastic. I was going to ask you about the longest distance, but from all the way to Alaska, that is amazing. 21 days. Woo!
21 days on the road. Yes, it is.
I'm looking forward to, I think the summer we're going to do a California trip. That's only going to be like 7 to 10 days. So, but that 21 days sounds amazing. Did you just ride during the day and slept every night kind of thing?
Yes, pretty much we did. We was on a schedule. I did it for the Special Olympics with Blue Knights Chapter 7 here in Georgia. We
Okay.
raised over $250,000 for Special Olympics during that time.
That's amazing. See, and people don't think that we do those kind of things, so it's great. You raised $250,000 for the Special Olympics?
Yes, we did.
Fantastic. Okay, finish the sentence for me, Miss Etta. To me, writing is what?
To me, riding is freedom. Whenever I'm out there on the road, I am free. It's very relaxing. It eases my mind. Just take my mind off a hectic day that I may have at work, and it's just give me the freedom to just enjoy the creation. God's creation is just beautiful out there.
Yes, that's wonderful. What's the biggest thing that you hear about motorcyclists that's not true that kind of just really burns you?
Well, when I got out there, women on bikes wasn't anything but, a whore or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. We had a tag on our head. But I
Yeah.
think that now, we are well respected. And, men look at us as motorcycle riders, and
Yeah.
we're not judged by being females out there anymore.
And I think in the motorcycle community, which you and I both know is an entirely different world, we are gaining a lot more respect. And that's the concept of what we are doing behind Two Wheels, is trying to gain that same respect in the world, in everyday America, and the cagers, the people that drive. So,
Right.
quick question, or last question. What would be the one thing you'd say to the cagers, or one thing you'd leave our viewers with that you believe can help promote motorcycle safety?
Well, number one, I would say anyone that's interested in riding motorcycles, to me, take a motorcycle safety course. That's key because anyone else that's trying to teach you how to ride a motorcycle, they're teaching you their bad habits. Every time I buy a new motorcycle, I will take a class on my bike so that I would know how to handle that bike,
Right.
and so it has helped me throughout my years of riding.
Yeah.
So,
That's a
that
great lesson, because no two bikes ride the same, so that's an absolutely great lesson. What's the thing that you would tell the car drivers to help promote safety for us as the motorcyclist?
to stay in your lane and watch out for motorcycles because we're out there, we're everywhere.
Right.
I had an accident on December 7th, and I was exiting off of Turner Hill, coming off of 20, going west, and I made a right turn, and it's a keep moving only lane. And I look to my left, and I see this vehicle coming across the bridge, and that vehicle kept coming, and it was like, oh my Lord, they're getting ready to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked to the right, and there's a curve there, so I knew right then and there I did not want that vehicle to hit me and throw that bike into that curve and flip me. So, I started trying to maneuver to bring the bike down. At that time, they caught the engine guard and forced me down. So if they be mindful of motorcycles being out there, I think that, it'll cut down on a lot of I didn't see you type
Right.
accidents. That's the first thing somebody always say when they hit a motorcycle is, I didn't see you.
Did they actually stop?
Yes, they did. They stopped.
Okay. I think that's important as well, because not only that staying in your lane, but once they see that we are their mothers, their granddaughters, their brothers, their sisters, those same people that are in their family,
Mm-hmm.
that'll help them realize too. Maybe just have a second look, or just pay a lot more attention.
That's correct. And
Yeah,
that's what we need, you know. Hmm.
yeah.
They need to
See
be
us as real
mindful.
people.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
yeah. All right, Miss Etta, I thank you for your time. I'm going to go ahead and stop our broadcast, and we thank you for watching Behind Two Wheels.